What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. We're back with the E46. So today we're finally going to be making a start on the maintenance. In this video we're going to be tackling one of the E46's most common problem areas, the cooling system. If you're not really familiar with E46s, the cooling system is notorious to fail, a very big weak point on the car. So in this video we're going to be replacing the whole cooling system except for the two plastic pipes that sit underneath the intake manifold. We've got some upgraded parts as well, such as an upgraded radiator and water pump. Yeah, hopefully we can finish it today. Other than that, enough talking, let's get started on the cooling system. We've got everything laid out now for the cooling system. So we got 3 bottles of 1500ml BMW coolant, and then this one's only got a little bit in it. We've got this part, we've got the expansion tank, upper and lower radiator hoses, thermostat, one of the coolant pipes. Got new belts, we got a Stewart BMW high performance water pump, we've got Powerflex radiator bushings. I'll explain what these are for later on. And then in here we've just got the relevant sensors, all the hardware, water pump pulley, and then finally, for the thing I'm most excited to install, the CSF Ultimate Performance Cooling Radiator. Ooh. We've got a full aluminium CSF uprated radiator. Hopefully this should provide us with a lot better cooling whilst we're going sideways. Looks amazing. I love the CSF print on the front. The quality of the welds and just the build quality in general looks really good. Let's get started and get this all fitted. Sweet. We've got to get everything out the way, drain the cooling system, get all the parts out, and then put all the new stuff in. So we'll start by taking this shroud out and maybe the air box as well. Cool, so one quick tip, if you guys want to keep all your nuts and bolts and clips and stuff like that organized, just get yourself one of these. I just got this from Halfords. I think it was around £6, something like that. But yeah, different compartments, you can keep all your stuff organized, put those clips in there, different bolts, and then when it comes to putting everything back together, it'll make your life so much easier. So it looks like the MAF airflow sensor is just being held in by a cable tie. This was already like this when I bought it. I haven't got the clip that goes here that secures it, so I'm gonna have to try and find another cable tie to secure it back in place when it comes to putting it back together. So the airbox and the shroud is now out. We've jacked the car up, got the front end on axle stands. Next thing we're going to do, undo the under tray bolts, get the under tray down, and then we'll start draining the coolant. So you can drain the coolant from the block as well. However, I didn't get a crush washer, so we're just going to leave that for today. Or when we do another coolant flush, then we'll actually do it from the block. But just draining the radiator just for now should be fun. Upper radiator hose is now out, coolant's been drained. Quick update. So yeah, we've got the fan shroud out. I never know what that's called, but that under tray's off, airbox is out. We've got the upper and lower radiator hose out. We've got the expansion tank out. We've got the radiator out, and this is that hose that's on the right hand side. We've got that out as well. Cool, so here's the old hose. is the nice new one. As you can see, they're the same hose. What I'm going to do is lubricate the rubber O-rings with some coolant, and then we'll install it to the car. Thermostat's now out. Just using a bit of Scotch-Brite and brake cleaner to clean the contact surfaces on the block. I believe this is the block. We've got the water pump belt off, and this is pretty cool actually. So we've got all the nuts out for the water pump. Normally these water pumps are pretty corroded on here and don't just normally come off. So the BMW engineers have actually given us a way to easily get this water pump off. So if we get two of the water pump pulley bolts, which go here, if you notice there's actually two holes, one here and one here, that are threaded. In theory this should go in. Same with the other side. If we tighten these two up evenly, it should pull the water pump off. Those are fully in now. You should be able to off. Look at that. Looks like this one is either the plastic or composite impeller. I'm not really too sure how to tell the difference. However, it is a genuine BMW part. If this is the plastic one, these tend to shatter and can go in the engine and stuff like that. So it is a good idea to replace this. The one I've got is a fully metal impeller and it's quite an uprated one as well. So yeah, here's the new one. As you can see, a lot beefier. We've got a metal impeller instead of a plastic one. I've tried to get the contact areas as smooth as I can get them. I mean, could be a bit better, but I don't really want to spend too much time doing this because I do want to try and get this done today. We're going to go ahead and install the new Stewart water pump and then get the genuine OEM thermostat in. Powerflex radiator mount bushes are now in. Hopefully they've been installed correctly. We'll soon find out when we start putting the CSF radiator in. So the point of these, so if we look at the original ones, this bracket here that holds the condenser, there's a little tab that slots into the bushing just here. On the Powerflex ones, the bushing hole is offset a little bit. And the idea of that is to give more clearance for the radiator. And since the CSF radiator is a thicker one, it will help stop it from rubbing on the pulleys at the front here. So hopefully they've been installed correctly and hopefully they give us enough clearance to get the radiator in. So after a long, I don't know, however long we've been spending on this now, it's starting to get dark. We really had fitment issues with the CSF. However, we managed to figure it out. Basically, we would put these two bungs in before putting the radiator in, and it would make this hole on the condenser bracket not line up to the radiator hole. But yeah, figured that out. Everything is pretty much together. So this takes 50-50 mix of deionized water and BMW coolant. Go on, Lewis, go on.
Alright, so boom, he's gonna start the car now, bleed through the cooling system, and yeah, we're gonna look for any leaks now, and get into it.
Wait,
no way.
Cool, we're gonna start it up, let it reach operating temperature, and then fingers crossed, hopefully it doesn't overheat. Whilst it's running as well, we're gonna get underneath and look for any leaks and anything like that. But yeah, let's start her up. Hopefully all this hard work's gonna pay off. car's all done now. Run it up to temperature, it didn't overheat. Checked it for leaks, doesn't look like there's any leaks. So yeah, I guess all that hard work paid off. Big up Grant for helping me out as well, much appreciated. But other than that, see you lot in the next one. Love.